Welcome to the team, Solemn Circus Live Duel. On the left side here, we have Spright, post-ban list. We are seeing that there are playing the Boojin Link. So we have stuff like that. We know that this player is playing, I think it's Cyber's Gadget, which is pretty cool. On the right side here, we have Brandon Despia, my personal favorite pick of the new meta. I think that's going to be one of the best decks, and definitely watch out for it. And that deck is cracked. Definitely one of my favorites. So here we're going to see the die roll. I believe that the Despia player started. My bad. The Spright player started. They're going to start off with a Spright starter, summoning out a blue, activating the blue effect. Blue is still a crazy card. Like, the Sprite's engine is still cracked. Just like the longevity of the deck is kind of now hurt with the loss of Spright Elf. Search for that red. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. That helps us out, and we try to get more stuff. He's going to summon out the red here, trying to protect from maybe some hand traps. Summoning out the jet here, activating the effect, searching. I wonder if they're still playing the double cross for that like double toad negate. So I'm going for another starter there. So maybe he already has these smashers in hand, or want to summon out like the pixies, or the carrot, I should say, during our turn. They still have Sprint here, so we're most likely going to see that going to be going into. Sprint itself is crazy. Sending the Angler from the deck to summon out 2 Beavers, I believe. Also, Sunfisher is also a crazy card, too. Be able to like OTK with that, with the Ninja card. Here we're thinking, I think we have an Imperm in our hand, personally, and then we're just going to like try to Imperm it. But at the same time, we also have like... Yeah, so we're going to imperm that. So stopping the 2 Beavers, and then he's going to normal summon the Gadget. We're like, what the heck is this? And then on the normal summon, it targets a level 2. We're going to be Druid Swarming the Jet away. He does have a chance to negate with the red here. And you have to read this. Like, what the heck does it do? It summons level 2 back from the graveyard when it's on normal. And then when it gets off the field, it summons out a token that's level 2 as well. So that's like 2 level 2s and a normal summon with a body. That's pretty crazy. We're going to see red's going to negate that and destroy it with the Druid Swarm. It's going to go to the graveyard. And so we're going to see that Cyber Gadget summoning out that jet. They're locked in the link 2s here, or rank 2s, so we could see that. But here, I assume they're going to go into the Gigantic. And then Gigantic's going to be able to summon out a Toad. Oh yeah, Swap Frog. Swap Frog's going to activate the effect, sending it off the graveyard, I believe. Linking both of those monsters out into the Boojin Link. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't really know. But that's definitely what I would think that is going to be done. And then you can activate the effect of the Pixies, or Carrot. I keep saying Pixies. I don't know why. Of the Carrot they summon out during our turn and pop it with the... I guess use it as a negate with the token there. So actually we're going to see them summon out the Carrot here instead with that Gigantic. Interesting choice there. Maybe going for an IP. Going for the IP. Then we're going to see the Cyber summon with that token. That is a level 2. And set 2 cards. That's very, very weird. I can assume that one of them is that starter and then potentially a Smashers as well. We're going to start off by activating the Albion, sending the Branded Retribution to graveyard for an upstart. Pretty more than an upstart. Be able to thin your deck for a good card that's in the graveyard and then draw one as well. We're going to activate a Druid Swarm here. Targeting, I think we target the jet. Targeting the blue there. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think it really matters anymore what we target because elf early, but maybe there's a reason why you want to target like a you want to get rid of all blues or all jets. I don't really know. They're gonna have to put the starter there, and I think that it goes through. And let's say chain. We're gonna chain Ash to that. Here they have a chance to respond. It's going to go through. And then we're going to attempt to leave the main phase. He's going to activate the IP. Which is kind of the point of summoning that Druid Worm there. We want to like waste, or not waste it, but use the IP. And hopefully go for that carrot negate, because we don't want the carrot to negate like Branded Fusion. That'd be quite unfortunate. We see the token and the IP going into the Unicorn. Unicorn effects can activate, discarding the Beaver to spin back the Druid Worm into the deck. But he does not have a level 2 on the field anymore, other than the carrot. So we're free to activate the Branded Fusion. We did have it. Okay. We played around it, He goes, okay, well, why I couldn't have done anything there. We're sending the Albaz as well as the, looks like we're trying to think. If we send Mercurio, we're making the new one, the Rinbram. We're sending Lubellion here, so going for the Albion instead. Lubellion and Albion setup is so free. And, Lubellion being able to tribute the Albion is just absolutely cracked as well. We're going to activate the Lubellion effect. He's going to chain the Imperm there. That's going to be fine. We're going to activate the effect of Lubellion to tag out. The Lubellion effect is going to activate as well on the field. Being able to put one of the continuous spells or traps onto the field. You're going to see a Branded Beast, which is an insane card as well. I don't know what they were thinking about Lubellion. I can see one day Lubellion being hit to 1, maybe. 1 or 0. I don't really know. It depends how crazy this format ends up turning out to be. But that card is insane. It does so much. It looks like here we're going to enter battle phase, and we're going to be attacking. We have a choice here. We can either attack the carrot, and then praying that he has a level 2 to extend, or we can go into the Unicorn, and then what's the most 2 level 2s on the field can do. So we're going to choose to go into the carrot, because, we don't really care about a single Unicorn onto the field. It is a link material, but it's not a level 3, not a link 2. Yeah, you can make access code, but whatever. It's not like we're losing this that turn then as well. And here during the end phase, Albion's going to be able to set a Branded in red, most likely. Or potentially a Branded opening. It looks like we're trying to choose between Branded opening and Branded in red. We're going for the Branded opening there, but we can activate it here, discarding the Branded fusion that we had as well. Summoning the Aluber, activating the effect, searching for the Branded in red. And we can chain that Branded in red as well here. Is that what we're going to be doing, though, is the question. There's no dragon we can get out with Branded in red, I don't think, to be able to pop with that beast. And that would also leave us with 0 cards, but I don't know. I definitely think it's worth it. We have Retribution Engrave as well. We're going to chain the Branded in red, targeting the Albaz. I'm going to be using it for the Quertus. And that card's insane. Not crazy good, oh, this card's broken. But it's very, very good because it turns all your monsters to 0. Or all the opponent's monsters into 0. Once it leaves the field, it summons out an Albaz from the deck. We're going to see him top decking, and it also stops being able to do Unicorn attack and stuff. So I definitely think it was worth it there. He's going to say, okay, no, you got it, and go into game 2. He drew a Swap Frog, which kind of sucks. He's revealing he's playing Swap Frog, which is kind of weird. But I figured he was playing it before. I think that's the only way you can really play Spright right now, unless you're playing an engine of Spright. But why would you play Beavers and stuff like that if you're playing Stand-in there? Going to game 2 here, I think that we have the advantage in the deck. Brandon has room for 9 going second cards, I guess, in the main deck. And then going second, you can take out the Retribution. You can take out the Ad Libitum if you think you're not going to go into a grind game. With a deck like Spright, I think that you might want to keep the ad libitum in. It is very, very fresh in the format, but you can take out cards like Branded Regain, stuff like that you won't see. People can take out a Beast. I think we take out one Mercurier and potentially Lost. Really depends on how hard the matchup is for you, as well as like what your main deck is consisting of as well. Because some people don't play as much Bestials. I saw a one list playing only 3 Bestials. I keep mentioning this. They were playing 1 Lubellion, 1 Magnemite, and 1 Sorneer. To me, that's absolutely wild. Posted the deck profile yesterday of the deck, and I mean, yeah, it's going to change as the format goes on. I think Super Poly is going to be a crazy card, depending on what really shapes into the meta. But yeah, we have Nib in our main deck, which is crazy. We have Ash, we have Imperm, all these stuff that hit practically every deck now. And then let's see if I don't know, Brandon gets the meta even more. I think we might have to cut like an Imperm. I mean, even those 3, it's just the most generic cards. Can't really go wrong with them. So here you're going to see the famous Swap Angler combo. Summoning both the Beavers there, going into game 2. Getting a 3 on the field, and then we're going to have the swap effect, sending it to graveyard. And, we have so many options here. Getting put in that zone placement there makes no difference for us. This is a locals here. He's going to activate the swap effect, and then he's going to be able to link summon with 2 of those Beavers, most likely going in for the Bujin link, which is going to be able to activate the effect and target one in the graveyard and summon both of them with the same name. He's going to activate the effect. We're going to imperm it, and that kind of sucks for him. He's going to be normal summoning the Swap Frog, and due to them having a level 2 in the field, summon him with that blue. Blue effects can activate, summon with the Jet, and this is the problem. Before you had targeting protection, you had reborning abilities with the Elf, and now you just don't. So that Bujin link is such a huge spot of interactions. If you stop that, they're pretty much done. We're going to see that they're able to play through it a little bit. They could make a Toad here as well if they wanted to. Going into that Gigantic and then activating the effect, something with the Swap Frog here is a possibility. They're going to activate the Swap effect, or the Gigantic effect, I should say. And maybe they are only playing 2 swap, unless I see a 3rd swap in hand. If that's what I see there, that's pretty rough. Summoning out the red, potentially. I mean, it's either red carrot or swap here. Going for the red there, maybe valuing the Monster Negate over the Spell and Trap. I think if that's not a Swap Frog in the hand, that's actually an Ash Blossom. So, not needing maybe that Carrot Negate on the Branded Fusion because they can just Ash it. And I believe here he just says, yeah, he doesn't know what else to go into. RIP Elf here. You just link away into Elf. Looking at the Mosquito IP is a possibility, though. Pit Knight's also a very cool card. I remember when I was playing Tri-Sprite, Pit Knight was kind of cracked. We see the Elf, and not the Elf, we see the Swap Frog and the Jet go into the IP there, setting 2 cards and passing. Here we're going to draw for turn. And let's see if we can break this board of a Monster Negate, potentially an IP, 2 back rows, and a card in hand. We'll start off by activating the Branded Opening here. Opening off pretty strong. And then we get to... He's going to actually Ash that. Okay, interesting choice. Maybe trying to stop the continuous effect of getting the Aluber, as well as maybe a Tragedy Send or a Swordneer Send. Something important like that. Maybe hoping that that we just don't have it. And we just scoop it right there. Yeah, we saw Branded White in the hand. We were not doing it. We do see the Lightning Storms in the main deck. or in the side deck, I should say. And we kept Nibbin. I mean, we were going second, so that makes sense. Yeah, we do take up the Call by the Grave. That's also something that you can mention. Sometimes keeping the Call by the Grave going in second is not bad if your deck loses like a one hand trap, like how ours folds so hard. Like ashing the branded fusion, if you're not playing like polys or the edge package as well as like allures, kills the deck. Like it doesn't kill the deck, it doesn't like stop it in its tracks, but a lot of the time it is ending. Like one ash can make the deck lose. So definitely worth keeping. I saw some players taking a cross out and playing it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's good enough. It's also like it's a weird card to play, but you know, every everybody can make their own decisions, and deck building is also part of the game. It's fun to play. It's fun to do. Who is stopping you if you want to play a cross out, right? If you guys are enjoying the video, don't forget that hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know down in the comment section below what kind of other videos you want to see, and we'll try to do that. Here we're actually just talking about the ban list, thinking like what they hit and what they could have brought back as well. He's a very competent player and been in the game for a very long time here. So we're just chatting away, being friendly with the ban list as well, because it is a locals, but we see these people like every single week, twice a week, sometimes even 3 times a week. So you wanna be able to like get to know these people as well as like their close friends or acquaintances, whatever you want to call it. Here we're starting out some cards we know you're not playing the lightning storms in the deck no more. Going first, and we're taking over the Nibiru's as well because we are getting not closest time, but if we're going first, we don't want to nib our board, and it should not be getting out of hand enough that we have to rely on nibbing during his turn. Unless we open up bricks, and in that case, well, uh-oh. I like the blue on that mat, actually. It looks really cool. I like how like, they made it like blue and then darker blue. I don't know. Do you guys think I should do a Team Solemn Circus mat? I know we're going to do merch soon, so stay tuned for that. I mean, it may not be available for people to buy, but for a close group of people who help in the channel out a lot, and for like regional stuff like that, I think that we're going to be copying some of those and bringing some of that stuff out. You guys will see it on the channel, and I'll post it on the Discord as well as the Instagram. I don't use Discord very much, but hopefully we'll get it active very soon. You guys will see it on the Instagram as well. So start off here, getting back into the gameplay, because that's what you guys came for. Starting with the Lubellion here, activating the effect, searching for the Magnamut. No, we're not searching for Sora here. We're going to activate the Branded Fusion. We have the 2-card combo here. And no Ash Blossom means we're going. So here we're going for the Mercurier, as well as the Albaz. Weird that we did not choose the Soraneer, unless we already have it in hand. Let's see if that misplay there costs us the game. Here goes something with the Rinbrum. That card alone outs Ash Blossom. We're saying we're putting it in this zone here. Putting it the token there so he knows. Gonna place it there. And we're gonna activate the Magnamut effect, targeting the Mercurier. He's gonna chain his own Magnamut. So here we don't get hard punished by the not having the Soraneer there. He's gonna get banished either way. Or he's gonna target Lubellion. Okay. You're going to target the Lubellion instead, which makes sense to me. Or talk about the mat, how it's... I think the grip is upside down, personally, but he likes that color, that art better, so it is what it is. Here, Mercurier is going to activate its effect, and we're going to have Magnamut, so it's going to be Chainlink 1 Mercurier, Chainlink 2 Magnamut, and then Chainlink 3 Magnamut on his side of the field. And then we're going to be able to search for either the Albion or the Blazing Cartesia. I wasn't able to see there with my hand in the way. guess we'll find out real soon. We see 2 imperms there and a branded opening. Maybe branded opening to scared imperm. Nah, I think you'd just rather keep the imperms. We're supposed to note the Cartesia there. So it was the Cartesia we added. Then we're active with the effect of Fusion Summon going into the Garna Goggle, the Dusk Dragon. And activate the effect here. We're sending the whatever his name is, Garula, to draw a card. This deck actually kind of loses to Droll. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna. Wow, we drew the Aluber. We're gonna know something the Aluber, activate the effect. We're trying to play around these anima zones. Searching for the branded in white. I guess we don't want to have our cards banished off of the branded in red, and you want to like read it. We're only playing one branded in red, and you want to search during your end phase. So we're gonna activate the effect of branded in white, banishing the Garua as well as the Albaz. Summon out the big boy Mirror Jade. Because why are you guys playing this? And I'm like, that's just a feather fusion. Really is a searchable fusion, and it's like one of the ones you want to activate. You can't activate branded red twice per turn, so like it's kind of worth it. We are playing the disgusting common at that time. We did upgrade now to a super, thanks to David there. Shout out to David. Going for that Mirror Jade. The Mirror Jade's going to affect Ascend, the Albion, and then we're going to see the Rinbrum negate. And so Mirror Jade can be used next turn too, which is crazy. This board is actually also cracked. We set 2 cards, and during the end phase, we're going to activate the effect of the Albion to set, most likely, the branded in red. And he's going to look at the top deck, and he realizes that's going to be not enough, and he just scoops it up there. I actually put branded Beast set instead. Because we are going to search during the end phase for one of the Magnemuts, and we have 2 imperms, and that's just going to be enough there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.